The mood around Rangers right now is one of cautious excitement, with the winds of change finally blowing towards Ibrox after what has been, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the most frustrating and disheartening seasons in recent memory. The fans are desperate for something new. Something to shake up a squad and a club that, this year, has fallen far short of the standards everyone expects. And now, with a huge takeover seemingly just around the corner, hope is beginning to flicker, once again across the Rangers faithful. Today we have massive news to dive into regarding the future of the club, a real boost that could reshape the landscape at Ibrox, and we will also cover all the latest developments from the last 24 hours because believe me, there has been plenty going on. Before we get into the takeover drama though, it's only right we start with some much deserved praise for one man who has stood tall amidst a sea of disappointment this season. Nicolas Raskin, the Belgian midfielder who has been a beacon of consistency, has spoken out after picking up two major awards, the Rangers Player of the Year and the Players Player of the Year. It's a double honor that he says means the world to him, and honestly, anyone who has watched Rangers this season would struggle to argue against it. Time and time again, Raskin has put his body on the line, shown leadership when others have faltered, and even taken on the captain's armband when James Tavernier was absent. His performances have been a rare highlight, a glimmer of what could be achieved if the team around him rises to his level. Just recently, Raskin put in another strong shift, scoring and assisting in the 2-2 draw against St. Mirren, a match that perfectly summed up the Rangers' struggles this season. Twice taking the lead and twice surrendering it, unable to see the job through. After the match, and despite the obvious disappointment, the awards ceremony went ahead on Sunday night. Some fans weren't happy about it, feeling it was inappropriate given that Celtic had just clinched the Scottish Premiership title with 4 matches still to play. But Raskin, true professional that he is, took to Instagram to share his gratitude. He thanked his teammates for their support, the technical and medical staff for their dedication, and most importantly, the fans for standing by him through thick and thin. In his words, winning both awards at a club like Rangers honestly means the world to him, and feeling that appreciation from both the dressing room and the stands is something he will never take for granted. Raskin's leadership, his drive, and his relentless spirit have not gone unnoticed. Even in a season where collective failures have been far too common, his individual brilliance and character have shown through. His recognition at the awards ceremony was not just deserved, it was a reminder to everyone that amidst chaos, there can still be standards worth fighting for. Now moving on to what could be a seismic shift for the club, the takeover news. Reports are coming thick and fast that Rangers' prospective new owners are currently in the United Kingdom, and fans are understandably buzzing with anticipation. Parag Marathe, a key figure in the American consortium looking to acquire a controlling stake at Ibrox, was spotted last night at Ellen Road, taking in Leeds United's emphatic 4-0 victory over Bristol City. Leeds are locked in a tight battle for the championship title and promotion back to the Premier League, sitting on 97 points alongside Burnley as they head into the final day. Leeds will be away to Plymouth Argyle, a team already relegated. On goal difference, while Burnley face a tricky fixture against playoff hopefuls Millwall. Leeds know that if they match Burnley's result, they will be crowned champions. Maratha, who is the president of 49ers Enterprises, the business arm of the San Francisco 49ers NFL franchise, has been central to the group closing in on a 51% shareholding at Rangers. His presence in England has not gone unnoticed, and supporters are now watching every move closely, hopeful that this signals imminent progress towards a completed deal. Interestingly, there are suggestions that Maratha's trip isn't solely about Rangers. Reports have indicated that he jetted over from the States to meet with Leeds manager Daniel Farke regarding his future, in the midst of speculation that Farke might be let go despite leading the club to promotion. The German, however, has played down all rumors, insisting he is enjoying the moment after what he describes as an incredible 2-year journey. Still, the fact that Maratha is actively involved on multiple fronts only underlines the seriousness with which he and his partners are approaching their various sporting investments. Back at Ibrox, though, the focus is squarely on what this potential takeover could mean for Rangers. After years of financial struggles, missed opportunities, and an ever-widening gap to Celtic domestically, fans are desperate for fresh leadership, fresh ideas, and crucially, fresh investment. The idea of an ambitious, well-resourced ownership group stepping in has lit a fire of optimism among the support, even if tempered slightly by a natural Scottish skepticism that demands to see real action before getting carried away. While hope grows off the pitch, there's no escaping the reality on it. As Celtic bask in the glory of a fourth consecutive Scottish Premiership title and eye up yet another domestic treble, the challenge for Rangers is clear. They must rebuild, and they must do it smartly. Former Rangers defender Alan Hutton weighed in recently with his thoughts on what needs to happen to close the gap. Speaking on a Scottish football panel show, he was asked which players from the current squad he would keep for the upcoming campaign. His response was swift and honest, pointing to Czech winger Václav Cerny, currently on loan from Wolfsburg, as a standout who deserves to stay. After a slight pause, there was even a joke from a fellow pundit that Hutton's microphone had been muted, sparking laughter, but the truth was clear. Hutton struggled to name many who have truly impressed. Cerny, despite the team's struggles, has earned praise for his performances, and Hutton believes that if better players are brought in to complement the likes of him, the whole squad could benefit. He also highlighted Nicholas Raskin's development, the promising form of Mohamed Diamande, and possibly John Soutar at the back, although he admitted the defense needs major surgery. Jack Butland's name came up too. If the goalkeeper can rediscover his best form, he might be another to build around. Beyond that, though, Hutton was brutally honest. The squad needs serious reinforcements. Even striker Cyril Desires, despite scoring 24 goals across all competitions, came in for critique. Hutton acknowledged the impressive goal tally, but expressed doubts about Desires' overall contribution to the team play, suggesting Rangers could and should aim for better quality up front. He didn't shy away from predicting a clear-out either, mentioning players like Nedek Bayrami, Oscar Cortez, and Tom Lawrence as likely departures, hinting that a major rebuild is on the cards, especially in the attacking department. Elsewhere, another young talent making headlines is Hamza Igamane. The 22-year-old Moroccan forward has shown flashes of real potential during his debut season in Scottish football, chipping in with 15 goals and 3 assists, including a stunning hat-trick against Hibs back in January. His performances have not gone unnoticed, earning him nominations for awards and securing him both the Men's Young Player of the Year and Men's Goal of the Season at Rangers' internal awards. With the summer transfer window looming, there are serious questions about whether this might be the right moment for Rangers to cash in. Speaking again on Scottish football media, Alan Hutton suggested that if a substantial offer, something in the region of £10 million came in, the club should not hesitate to sell. Hutton was clear. Rangers have made too many mistakes in the past by holding on too long to players whose value eventually dropped. Now, he argues, they must be more ruthless. He pointed out that while Igamane has clear talent and room to grow, the business side cannot be ignored. A big bid, especially considering the modest fee Rangers paid to bring him from Fath Union Sport Rabat, would represent smart business. It also raises the debate over where exactly Igamane fits best in the team. Hutton does not see him as a traditional number 9, instead describing him as a more floating forward, someone who likes to drop deep and link up play, rather than simply lead the line. His versatility is a strength, but it also complicates the picture slightly when thinking about a long-term squad building. All of this paints a clear picture for Rangers fans. Change is not just desirable, it is absolutely essential. From the ownership at the top to the players on the pitch, fresh ideas, fresh energy, and fresh investment are required if Rangers are to claw back the ground lost to their rivals and re-establish themselves at the top of Scottish football. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications to get all the exclusive news about Rangers FC. Don't overlook any details about your beloved team. It's crucial for Rangers FC fans. There's never a dull moment at Rangers. And once again, the headlines belong to the heart and fire of Barry Ferguson, The former captain, now a respected figure with one foot still firmly in the spirit of Ibrox, didn't mince his words this week. Speaking openly, Ferguson pointed the finger at two unnamed players he believes are dragging the team down. A statement that sent ripples across the fan base and the dressing room alike. Ferguson, who wore the armband with unmatched passion during his playing days, has always been known for telling it straight, and this occasion was no different. Without revealing names, he made it clear that not everyone is pulling in the same direction, suggesting that internal issues could be undermining the hard work done on the training ground and on match days. It's not just a matter of poor performances, he hinted, but attitudes that he feels are having a negative influence on the group dynamic. In a season where Rangers have seen ups and downs, with the title race still hanging by a thread and dreams of silverware still very much alive, these words strike a nerve. Ferguson's comments aren't to be taken lightly. He knows what it takes to be a Ranger. He knows the standards expected inside that famous blue jersey. When someone like him speaks about problems behind the scenes, it carries the weight of history and expectation. The timing of his remarks couldn't be more critical either, with crucial fixtures looming and the need for unity more urgent than ever. Many supporters will now be wondering who these two players might be, and whether changes will be made to preserve the harmony and focus that's needed for a strong finish. It's a call to arms in a way, a reminder that no individual is bigger than the club, no matter how glittering their reputation or how promising their future. In Ferguson's world, Rangers is about sweat, loyalty, and collective spirit. Anything less is simply not acceptable. And if there are players within the squad not living up to that, the message from one of the club's fiercest leaders is crystal clear. Shape up or ship out. Greetings, fans. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, as it's greatly appreciated by Rangers FC. And don't forget to share your thoughts on the news in the comment section below. Until the next video, stay tuned.